put an emoji. Yes, Sebastian. Yes, Janice. Yes, Deno. Yes, Faith. Okay, so we can start as the others are joining. So my name is Kimani. I'm a student at the University of Nairobi. Um, I'm also the GDSC lead IoT. Um, Welcome all for this training. I believe we are students and others maybe are not students. So if you are a student, you can put an emoji there. A student from the University of Nairobi. Yes, I can see Janice there, Sarah. Um, if you are not a student of the University of Nairobi, you can also put an emoji. Yes, Kimani Brian, thank you. Thank you for coming. Um, Thank you. Yes, Tony, thank you. So as I was saying, my name is Kimani. I'm the GDSC lead IoT, and these are 2-week training on Rust for embedded. And we will. It's a partnership between the GDSC community, University of Nairobi, and the Rust community, Kenya, and also in partnership with also the microprocessor group, University of Nairobi. So I'm seeing the lead microprocessor group, Faith Nafula. Faith, if you can hear me, you can you can introduce yourself and take it from there, and then invite the guest. Thank you, Faith Nafula.
Okay, thank you, Kimani. I hope you guys are having a lovely evening, lovely Monday as we begin the new week. Yeah, so as Kimani has said, my name is Faith Nafula. I am a third year pursuing BSc Microprocessor Technology and Instrumentation at University of Nairobi. Yes, and I'm also the chairperson for the University of Nairobi Microprocessor Technology Association. Yes, so basically in our course, yeah, I know a lot of people usually don't know what we do, but we basically do electrical engineering concepts coupled up with computing concepts. So the computing part comes in the embedded systems engineering. Yeah. So in embedded systems, we have been studying Rust, yeah, since first year, and we felt because we felt there is a gap, and even when we go to check for content online when we are stuck, we don't get much information. So there was this hunger to know more about what is Rust, and because we were using it in school, we were really interested to know how can we use the knowledge we are gaining from class and even improve on it ourselves. So uh, in our quest, we ended up partnering with GDC, and luckily we met the Rust Stations community of Kenya, and they were willing to take us through what Rust on embedded systems is all about. So I hope you have fun. Yeah, even if it's new to you, just be receptive, and along the way you'll learn something. Yeah. So I would like to welcome the Stations Kenya, being led by Kiarie, to take over.
Yo, how are you guys? Kopoa. So I'm going to assume you can hear me. Okay, it's Brian Kimani. Okay, Tony. So I am Kiarie, and I've been a Rust programmer for like 2 years. Not doing anything serious, but just messing around with it. What else can I say? What else do you want to know first of all? Because that's my intro. Okay, moving forward. The Rust Stations Kenya began almost like 2 years ago too, but the current version of it was maybe officialized around the December, November there. So we are just starting out too. We don't have a large group of people, but they are gaining momentum slowly. And Nafula, as you said, I'm happy to hear that you people began using Rust in first year. Now my question is, did you use C at some point in your classes?
Pardon?
No, we didn't. We only started with Rust. Yeah.
So you started hardcore from day on. Okay. So those are 3 years. Okay. Is it your lot only or the previous lots too? Okay, anyone from the class? Is it your generation or is it plus the previous generations? Are you the first experimental people to use Rust in UN?
No, it's not just us.
Okay. Can see a question here by Tony Kivai. Did you get a start in your tech in embedded systems? Yes and no. Yes, because I've not yet gotten employment, being that I finished college like 3 months ago and I haven't applied to jobs. The jobs I got so far, I can't say they're permanent jobs and they're not in line with embedded. So this is a blind man leading another blind man, other blind people. But yeah, that's it. I can't say I've gotten an embedded Rust job. The one I got was for writing tutorials, but I can't say it's technical. So yeah. Okay, I'll just move on. On that matter of not learning C, I don't know what I can say about it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's okay if you guys are doing well. So I'm just going to start to present my screen, show you the outline. But today we're not doing any content. We're just showing the outline, knowing where we stand, organizing ourselves, getting the resources up front. Oh, Tony Kipai, employment, just interests. Okay. Now I don't know what that question means. Okay, let's start.
I think he means, did you start originally with embedded systems, or you delved in user web development, web designs, and the rest?
Oh, now I get the question. Oh, it's a sad and good story, so an awesome story. So I initially began learning Racket. That was in 2019. Just out of Form 4, something like that. My brother gave me, hey you, kudzapa, shika kitabu ya Racket. I began learning Racket. I hated it. I went to uni. We began using C first year. Second semester, C++. Yeah. Then in second year, you were supposed to do a project. I chose a web project. Worst case scenario, I chose to do it with PHP and JavaScript. So I had some PTSD with web. Then I went to get a job at a company called IMS. So I was initially a web developer. Yeah, that's my answer. I was initially a web developer. Then now in my 4th year, that's when I started shifting my interest to low level and embedded. Does that somehow answer the question? Yeah. So let's start with that thing. So this thing is supposed to take around 14 days, but I don't see it taking 14 days. It will either take less or more, depending on how we proceed forward. I had initially started writing a book on driver development for this event, but writing a book turned out to be hard. So what did I do? I decided to teach it that way, and I will continue updating the book as we go. So I hope that's okay. So, for example, today we'll be covering a certain topic. From morning till before 8 p.m. I update that chapter. Then from 8 p.m. to 10 we cover that chapter. Ngoja iko form, iko poa. So the book is here. Okay, the book is hosted in the Era Station's GitHub repo. Someone here. Where? Here's the Era Station's Kenya repo. There are a couple of repositories. This is the first one, driver development book. Sorry. The driver development book. This is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, you can view it if you find time. This one is for the website. This one, just leave them alone first. They're in development. This one is the one of interest to us. So here's the link. So that's the link to the book that will be continuously updating. Let's go back here. So chances are it won't take 14 days, it will take more or less, depending on where you guys will be comfortable, or depending on where I'll just stop writing the book and be like, hey, say no. Anyway, so on the first days we will set up the environment. You don't have to buy an ESP32 board. You can use Walkway. Walkway is a simulator. Okay, an emulator. Okay, a full emulator. Okay, I don't know how to put it. Here it is. It's an emulator. So you can use Walkway to simulate embedded Rust projects. A good thing is they have the ESP32 board already set up and the C3 version. So it's a good thing. You can program it in Rust virtually. You can also use it in your as a VS Code extension if you want. If you want to use it offline, it's a paid version, so you don't have to pay anything first. If you don't want to go offline, then you don't have to pay. But if you want to do the simulation offline, you can pay. I don't know. I've never paid it, so I don't know. So if you don't have a board, we can use Walkway. We'll also use Camel. This guy. Camel is also an emulation platform. We use this to emulate just a general board, not the ESP32C3. We use it to emulate a general board. Okay, we'll set up the Rust toolchains for those who have not yet set them up. So this will take like a day, tomorrow only. Part of tomorrow's lessons. Part of tomorrow's lesson. So we'll set up these tools. and then we do an intro to driver development. Okay, what are drivers? Things are like those architecture, the architecture of drivers, memory, this one, register programming. Okay, message. Okay, Sarah, yeah. Okay, Sarah, you've raised your hand. Okay, Sarah, na believe. Okay, let's just move on. Don't get it. We will use probe RS. It's a debugging tool, a logging tool, a monitoring tool, a flashing tool. So we'll use this set of tools inside probe RS at some point. We'll also use the tools from the official website of ESP. I guess I've covered this, what we'll do tomorrow. So these two we'll do tomorrow. If we get a chance, we'll also do this one. We'll try to write NoSTD executables, cover cross-compilation, linking, testing, probing, debugging, all that. And then now we'll go to the main issue, the UART itself. We'll learn the UART theory, try to understand it, try to understand the protocols around it, and yeah, that's it. And then, wait, does anyone have a question? Okay. Yeah. I'm recording it, but through OBS, not through the Google platform. I'll share the video later on. Yeah, that's okay, Sarah. So then, before we write a driver for the ESP32 board itself, we'll write it for a virtual machine, a generic virtual machine on QEMU. That way we can just concentrate on the structure of the UART only, without concentrating on the specific implementations of the board. So this is why we'll do this. Now, with native abstractions, what do I mean? With native abstractions, I mean we'll just write spaghetti code. Our code will be unsafe, obviously. Our code will have very poor abstractions. It will not be concurrent, and if anything concurrent happens, that thing just fails, writes garbage. So we'll just write very bad code. You guys don't. If you're a good programmer, this time you'll feel very awful. So, but I would like us to write naive code to accommodate the beginners, to see the problems with certain abstractions. Now, if we see these problems, now we'll move on to learning standard abstractions. We'll learn about the peripheral access crates, the hardware abstraction crates, and common safety constructs. For example, typeset programming, singletons, agreements between crates, writing some beta API, message passing between the crates. So if we learn those ones, we can then rebuild that virtual URT with improved abstractions. So any comment on that? Ama ini kusumbua watu? Yo. Iko poa? Ama we just go straight to writing the thing, ama we just go straight to writing the driver for the ESP32 board. Yo people, hii approach iko poa. Jua ni sisi tutafanya kazi, so sawa. Kai approach iko poa. Now that we've written with improved abstractions, we now go to understanding the board itself. We'll start by reading the datasheet, understand the memory mappings, the tooling around it, flashing, linking, monitoring, logging, debugging, all that stuff. Then after understanding how to do that, we also learn the URT implementation of that specific board. Now initially you are doing it with a virtual chipset. Now we are doing it with a specific implementation. It has its nuances and its specifics. After understanding that, that's when you will start writing the actual driver. And as earlier said, the Rust group is trying to write a book on this. I will need some help as we learn. If you want to contribute, it's okay. So we'll improve the book slowly and improve the code slowly. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the plan. It may go here, it may go this way, it may go that way, but that's the plan. Any questions or comments or anything? Yes, Tony.
Okay, wanted to ask. So, on some sessions we'll be coding along, and then some tutakuwa tukisikiza, like we'll be listening in.
Yeah.
Okay. And from what you've been going through, I've seen in like the late stages up, it talks about like writing the drivers for the board. So probably utatuhitaji to we like get the board at some point, or we'll just be seeing you do it?
You can choose whichever way you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from that, how did you get yours?
Get the board or the what?
Yeah, the board.
I got it from Jumia at 1200 Kenya shillings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just search it on some online whatever. But mine specifically Jumia. I got it after like 2 weeks.
Santa.
AliExpress is an option here, and it's way cheaper. It's 600 there, 600, 400.
So niligongwa.
Uligongwa.
Sawa.
Kwani usemi nini? Usemi hiyo place?
Because I don't remember the see, it's an online platform. I just went searched there. Yes, blah blah blah. Clicked it, then I forgot about it. I don't remember about it. I don't remember anything about it.
There's a request, Kerry, because there are some people who have joined late. Can you just do a summary, like a summary? Yeah, because there are some people who have joined in, like sahi of what we'll be doing is yes.
So. So people who have joined, it's a good thing because now you are getting the refined information. So this event was meant to last for 14 days, but I don't think it won't. I don't think it will, because it won't. It's a session whereby in the midday, from morning till before 8, I update the chapters, and from 8 to 10 we go through that chapter. We may code during that session, or we may just cover theory. So when it lasts 14 days, it's up to my speed and also your speed. Now we will begin. We'll begin by setting up the environments, the tools we will be using. We will use a simulator called Walkway. Walkway will enable you to program on an ESP32 board without having the physical board. So if you are not planning to buy the board soon, you can just use this one. Or you can use it while you wait for it to come from the shop. We'll also install these other tools that will help us in the debugging, the compilation, the probing, everything. And on the first day, which is tomorrow, we'll cover intro to driver development and some basics like MMIO programming. If there are prerequisites you need to clear up, we can clear them up tomorrow. On the next day, or just on this day, we may do no standard library development, and then afterwards we forget about it. We start covering the theory on the UART driver, the theory itself, how the UART works, the protocols, those things. Now that after this part we'll have gotten the theory correct, now we'll start implementing it on a virtual board. Reason being, implementing it on a physical board will introduce a very steep learning curve. So we'll first do it for a virtual board, and we'll do it using native abstractions, naive abstractions, just writing for the sake of writing. That way we'll learn, like, how do I say it? We'll have a gist of it. It will not be complete, but we'll have a gist of it. Then we start learning standard abstractions. We'll learn the PSC, the hardware abstraction layer, and safety constructs like type-set programming and singletons, and what was that other one? We'll just learn them. We'll try to use Rust features to make our abstractions safe, and then from then on we'll rebuild this virtual implementation using the improved abstractions. After that, we'll be confident and we'll feel like we know everything, so we'll start learning the board itself. We'll read the datasheet, mess around with it, debug it, flash it, link it, monitor it, log it, and then when we feel confident, we'll move on to implementing the URT itself, specifically for the board. This is where I think we won't finish. This is where people will just continue reading the book as we update it. Because if we do this one, it will take hours. I have the hours. I don't know if you have. So, and then we'll port that driver to the board, blah blah, blah blah. Here's the other part. There's a book we are currently writing. Let me post it in the chat. Yeah, I've shared a link in the chats. That's the book we'll be using during these sessions. We'll continuously update that book, and that's it. I don't think there's anything else to say. Amma? Is anyone who has not got that summary?
Who has not what?
Gotten the gist of that summary? We had already gone through this, and I was providing a summary for what we discussed before other people joined. Well, if that's the case, sina maoni mengine, sina anything. I don't have anything else to say. Okay, yeah, you've raised your hand. Korir, go on.
Okay, thank you so much. So I think we can pick questions from the attendees. Anyone who has a question, you can raise your hand. We'll start with Eugene Korir. You can go ahead.
So I was asking if when the meetings will be taking place.
As per the poster, the meetings will take place from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day from tomorrow till the day we think it's enough, till first. So yeah, Korea, I've answered your question, right?
Yes. And what about weekends? Will the meetings take be held during weekends?
See, we can vote this thing also. How many weekends we relax? Yeah, let's spend the weekend relaxing and covering the book itself. How many use weekends for the learning and ignore the weekdays? Maybe people decide. Me, because
I think we can.
Abraham, you were saying something.
I think we can do what you have said. We can relax on the weekends and read the book more. Then we come with questions during the weekday. Or we can vote it out. Like, people can decide if they want their meetings on the weekends.
So Janice says it was Tuesday to Friday for the 2 weeks in the poster. If that's the case, I guess the best way forward is to vote for it, because we don't have any made up decisions here. So to vote sahi ama piki ponki sahi.
Yes, you can vote. Yes, you can vote. Let me create a Google form, then I'll post it on the chat.
What if we just go with raising hands? I think that will take less time.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so we start with weekdays 8 to 10 p.m. If you're up for that, you can raise your hand. Okay, let me count the number. Let me see.
It's 25.
Oh, nice. Okay, so and the ones who are up for the weekend and we avoid the weekdays. The ones who are raised
That's
earlier.
more than half.
More than. Okay, the actual number.
We are a total of 47, and 25 had raised the first time. Now we are 7.
Okay, so is there anyone else? Okay. Okay. Anyone else who has been left behind? Okay, so the total is that's 9.
The total.
Janice, can you confirm the number? The ones who have raised for weekend?
The ones who've raised right now.
Yeah.
There's someone who is deciding. Oh, there are like 2 people who are deciding. So I can see there are 10 now.
Now what do we do? Kyrie, how do you find it? What if we but I don't know. I feel like we'll take so much of your time if we say the weekends and the weekdays. So okay, I was thinking if it's the weekend, maybe it can be a recap of what the week was all about. But then I feel like it will take longer. Okay, what do you think? Because I'm seeing from the voting, the ones for the weekdays take the day, but I don't know, you can tell us, what do you think about it?
Okay. Let's not make rules. If the week goes fine on Friday, I'll ask if people want sessions on Sunday and Saturday. I mean, we'll know on Friday. Wait, I could say.
Oh, okay then. So, right, how do you feel about that? Is there anyone who has another opinion? About the time we should meet?
PM. Am I
You
mentioning?
can just
Okay, 8 p.m.
you can just lower your hands now. Oh. Do you have any other question? If you have a question, you can just unmute because I feel like the people who have still raised their hands will confused. Yeah. Is there any other pending question? Oh, there's a question about recording. Yes, the recordings will be shared later. Today actually it was just introduction, nothing much. So is there any other thing pending that someone wants to speak about? Okay, I think we can call it night then. Thank you guys. Yeah.
I have a question. Can Kiari send like the structure of the course so that people can know what they're getting into? Maybe the ones who have not joined.
Okay, I'll share it. But it's in the book, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. And there's someone. Okay. Otieno, you were saying something? Oh yeah, they shared links. I think Kimani, you can send them once again. Okay, yeah, there's the link. Okay, thank you. So is there any other pending thing? Okay, thank you guys for coming. So yeah, this was just the start, and tomorrow now we embark on now the real journey. So don't feel discouraged if this is something new to you. You will learn a thing or two along the way. Yeah. And you can also share it widely to other people who are interested, or even those who are not interested. They might spark the interest from there, and then they pick it forward, and that's what they will be enthusiastic about the other days. Okay, so I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you so much, Kiarie, for sparing your time to come and teach us. Yes, we are very grateful. So let's look forward to what tomorrow holds. Okay, hope you have a lovely night. Yes, and see you tomorrow.
Before this,
Okay.
our presence, we have people from JQuat. We have Sebastian, who's the IoT lead for GDSC JQuat. If you can hear me, Sebastian, you can unmute and say one or two things. And if Kama, there are guys from your school here. Yes, we appreciate Sebastian, if you can hear me.
Hi again, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so maybe you can give me a quick information. Yeah, okay. So I'm the IoT lead at JQuat. I didn't actually know we had this program, but I really appreciate it. And I will be sharing the link with my team and the other teams that I know. And hopefully this is going to be a success. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, I'm actually planning to start like a small study jump for PCB design and actors. So I think when I do, I'll let you guys in and we'll also make this a success. Yeah, so thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Sebastian, and the JQuad community GDC. Is there any other community around from KU? Any guy from KU? Any other university? Okay, so ZTech, I can see ZTech represented, AC. Thank you very much for coming. I can see Marceno, Lavender, thank you. Toom, Margaret, thank you very much for your time and coming. Yes, we promise that this event or this training will enable you to love Rust and pia dive deep into the embedded world. I can also see Maureen from KCA. Yes, there's also Gitonga from Tharaka University. Thank you very much. Yes, Brian Kimani. Yes, so thank you guys for coming. I'm hoping to see you all kesho. Same time, yes. Same link. More University, Risel Wati. So thank you guys for coming. Yes. I think I can end the meeting now.